The thing that's necessary to minimize the chemical change to the atmosphere and oceans is to move to sustainable energy generation and consumption. So the three elements of a sustainable energy future are sustainable energy generation, primarily through solar, wind, some geothermal, hydro, and nuclear. Although they're shutting down all the nuclear power stations, so you can sort of cross that one off the list, which they shouldn't be doing. They should keep moving. They're really, unless a nuclear power plant is in a region of major natural disasters,
instability or something. Yeah,
you don't want to be like subject to massive natural disasters, because obviously that could be a problem. But if you're like say Germany or France or whatever, they don't have those, so the nuclear power is very safe. But anyway, the long-term, the heavy lifting on energy generation will be solar, followed by wind, and you really don't need a very large land area to generate enough power to power, for example, the United States. So it's on the order of roughly a little over 100 miles by 100 miles a section of land with solar panels would power the entire United States. So like a little corner of Utah or Texas, it's like it can power the whole country. The area of most nuclear power plants that is uninhabited, if covered in solar panels, would generate more power than the nuclear power plant. The second element that's needed are batteries to store solar and wind, because the sun doesn't shine all the time and the wind doesn't blow all the time. So the intermittency of solar and wind requires battery storage for continuous power. And the third is sustainable transport. So that means electric cars, boats, planes. And then ironically, the one thing that you can't really make electric is rockets. If you say, like, how would you assess the historical good of Tesla? I'd say it's the degree to which Tesla accelerated sustainable energy. And I've been interested in electric cars for a long time, since maybe high school, certainly early college. My original interest in electric vehicles was not so much due to environmental concerns, but rather from the concern that we'd run out of oil eventually, and or would become extremely scarce and expensive, and then civilization would collapse because we couldn't drive cars or burn power plants and stuff. So we needed some form of sustainable energy generation and consumption, or civilization is going to collapse. So that was my original interest in electric vehicles and solar energy. I mean, anyone who starts a car company thinking it's an easy way to make money is a fool. There are only two car companies that have not gone bankrupt in the history of the United States, and that's Ford and Tesla.